That's without sides. Oh, it's 22 without sides. Well, no, you have to get the 10 then. I want. Yep, I want the red beans and rice, and don't forget the honey. And but you said that came with it, correct? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if you want to buy another little side, small side, it might be enough, of additional pieces. Then you might be able to do that. All right. Bye bye. That live stream quick. Hi. Okay. I'm not going to procrastinate. Let's see. Hello, how you doing? Al May, how are you this evening? All right, welcome everyone here to Can Angels Fly Live. Can Angels Fly Tarot Live. If you don't know me, I'm Nancy. Welcome. Feel free to comment whenever you like. This live stream is entitled The Devil is Into Details, and the topic is just the same. How the devil is into details. You're good. I'm so happy to hear that you're good. And I'm so happy to see you in the house. Y'all in the house today. So, look, let me put some pucker up on first before we begin. Now, doing this live stream, I think I can answer some burning questions. Where are my cards? Here somewhere. Never too far from them. Here they go. Just wanted to make sure I got it. So, I'm going to try to move through this live stream pretty fast. But, of course, I like to compensate. So, y'all go ahead and feel free. And I'm going to try to read rather than to improv, because when I go back and forth, it becomes a mess. Hi. Who was that? Hi, Tina. How are you? Welcome here to Can Angels Fly Tarot. I'm Nancy. I think you're new to the house, aren't you? But you do know me, so. Okay. Oh, I did tell you my name up there. Anywho, let's move forward. The title of this live stream and the topic is The Devil is Into Detail. So, there's some questions that arise. And the questions are, does the devil really exist? Who is the devil? How does the devil look? And what does the devil want? That's a really good question. Well, let's identify the devil first. Say, new to live, but not new to your channel. Oh, okay, well, thank you for dropping by here at the live. I hope you click the little bell so you can get notifications, hopefully, when I do go live. So let's talk about who the devil is. Let's try to identify him. Again, I'm going to read more than improv because I make a mess. So, the devil is an ancient spiritual entity. You should do, okay, thank you. The devil is an ancient spiritual entity who is just, less of eternal, and I'm messing up already, and his essence, whose essence? The devil's essence, is bound to actions of destruction until death without peace. So that's who the devil is. I'm going to read that again because that was a little compounded. Let's see. We identify in that last little paragraph that the devil is an ancient spiritual entity. We also identified that the devil is just less than eternal. Eternal. In case I'm not pronouncing it clearly. And we also have identified that the devil is bound to actions of destructions until death without peace. So, peace. Peace. What's peace? What is peace? Well, let's talk about eternal peace, because that's what we want. We don't want a temporary. We want eternal peace. So, eternal. Let's look at the definition of eternal. Eternal is defined by www.dictionary.com as without beginning or end, lasting forever, always existing. Now that's the definition of eternal. Let's define peace by the same source, www.dictionary.com, and they define peace as a state or condition of tranquility and serenity. So, eternal peace is a state of consciousness that is infinite and eternal. So my question is, if you want peace, and if peace is eternal, meaning it has been and will always be, why don't we, many of us, have peace? Well, we're going to try to answer that here during this live stream as we talk about the devil and how the devil, that sick motherfucker, is into details. But we're going to go. We're going to figure it out along the way. Hold on, y'all. Just ride with me. I'm trying to hurry up. I don't want this live stream to be too long. So, eternal peace is a state of consciousness that is infinite, eternal, which lets us know eternal peace has always been and that it always will be. Eternal is eternal. It's infinite. So, why aren't we, me and you, and every individual in humanity, in a relationship with the spirit of eternal peace? Why? Why? Well, until death with no peace. That's interesting. Moreover, the devil is clever, enduring, and very, very knowledgeable. The devil is almost as old as time and knows all the intricate details associated with what? Existence, including but not limited to the human condition and all of its oddities, such as the demands of the flesh. Y'all ever heard of the demands of the flesh? Well, just in case you haven't, we're going to cover some of the demands of the flesh. These are just a few, but there are many. Some of the demands of the flesh are like hunger and thirst. The devil plays with that. The sensitivity to hot and cold, he plays with those. He also plays with wetness and dryness. Did you know that? See, the devil is into details. Or like the urge to indulge in anything that will pacify your mind and every individual in humanity's natural instinctual urges. Y'all know what them urges are. We have as humans. So, we're going to move on. And even more, how humans have the tendency, humans, me, you, and every individual in humanity, has the tendency to be puppets. I need y'all to lean in. As humans, being in this physical flesh suit, have the tendency to be puppets to our emotions. Like what? Sadness, loneliness, fear, anger, worry, happiness, frustration, lust, envy, hope, hatred, despair, anxiety, contemptedness, contemptness, embarrassment, ecstasy, confidence, boredom, grief, shame, surprise, jealousy, or even love. Now, those are just a few of our emotions that we experience as humans. And as mentioned, we are, or we have a tendency to be puppets to our emotions. And the devil knows that there is a probable physical reaction attached to each one of those distinctive emotions. Meaning, depending on how you feel, can dictate how you act. The devil knows this. Remember this. The devil is into details. You say, interesting? All the power of the human mind and a single emotion can completely dominate. Exactly. You riding with me. Thank you, Tina. You can see where I'm going. Okay. And he also knows about the arbitrating, lean in, I need y'all ear, the arbitrating spirit within each one of us. And it's called the ego. You know about that. See, what am I saying? I'm saying that the devil is an ancient spiritual entity that is almost as old as time. He is just less eternal. What am I saying when I say just less eternal? He's not divine. He's not divinity. He's not God. So he got that part missing. But he got the rest. So he knows about us, including the spirit that dwells within each one of us that we call the ego. And how the ego is cultivated by every experience one has while in this physical place and in this physical vessel, this here clay body. The devil knows the ego's primary cravings. And one of them, hello CRM, wow, your life, my life. The devil knows the ego's primary cravings, and it is to prove itself and to sustain itself, and will do so by any means, even until death. See, the devil knows this about people. People who? Me, you, and every individual in humanity. Now I want to stop before I move forward, because I want to ask CMR333J says, wow, your life. Please share. What do you mean? I think I know what you mean, but I'm not sure. Are you saying, referring to the topics that I cover? Hi, how are you? Welcome. What's that? Ooh, that's a long name. Can I call you NATO? NATO, how you doing? Welcome to Can Angels Fly. See, I did it again, y'all. So I just got to go with the flow. I did the Wendy Williams. So, how you doing? Welcome to Can Angels Fly, Terror Live. And today we're talking about the devil and how he's into details. So far, we've discovered that the devil is an ancient spiritual entity that is less than eternal, and that he is the pathway, I'll say, of destruction until death. We've also talked about how there's an absence of peace that me, you, and many people in me, and possibly you, and other people in you deaf? No problem, I got you. And humanity are suffering from a lack of peace. How is that even possible when peace is eternal? Peace has been and always will be. Peace is infinite. So why don't many of us have peace? In this live stream, we're moving to discover why many of us do not have a sense of peace. And it is my theory that is due to that ancient spirit that we call the devil. So let me continue on because I'm trying to move forward. Been a busy day. So, okay. It is one last thing I need to spotlight because the devil knows about it as well. And it is humans instinctually need to search. Hi Dodge, what's going on? Oh, what up, KKK, back in the house, huh? Welcome back here to Can Angels Fly Tarot. We're talking about the devil and how he's into details. So, the devil also knows that humans have an instinctual need. We're very curious. So, we want to do what? Search. Yes. We are curious by nature. We go or look through a place, an area, etc. carefully in order to find something missing or lost or just something interesting. Have any of you ever gone through your significant other's pockets or phone? See, we're curious by nature. Anyway, why is searching a trap? A trick of the devil? It is because as long as we think there is something lost or missing, we will continue to seek and never come to understand. Some things are not lost nor missing. They are just eternal. See, we've been talking about the state of peace. Peace is eternal. Meaning what? It has been, it always was, it always will be. And we can tap into it at any given time. So the question is, why don't many of us have peace? Anyway, certain things are eternal. They have been and always will be, just like eternal peace. The devil, remember, is into details. So, the question emerges, asking what are the details? I need you here. What are the details surrounding you and your life that leads you not to have a relationship with eternal peace when it is infinite? It's eternal. And then the question that follows is, what can you do to get back eternal peace? Don't let the eternal throw you. What am I saying when I use the term or the statement eternal peace? I'm saying peace has always existed, always will exist. And if we are not, we who, me, you, maybe any individual in humanity, are not able to get to a state of peace, there is a reason. And one of the reasons that we've identified so far is that we might be searching for something that exists eternally. You just got to know how to tap into it. And you got to know what's keeping you from it. Remember, the devil's into details. So let's answer two of the questions posed at the beginning of this live stream, so we can discover how to tap back into the state of peace. The questions are, who is the devil and how does the devil look? So, contrary to popular opinion, the devil looks just like any individual. You can go downstairs with it. I can't. I'm live. Get out. Because I'm talking about how the devil in the details, and he's starting to try to formulate something now. I understand that.
You gonna make it quick?
No, just set it to the side. I'll get it in a moment.
No.
See, the devil in the details. He come real cunning and clever, but I'm jumping ahead. So, let's talk about it. Contrary to popular opinion, the devil looks just like any individual in humanity that performs or perpetuates any destructive action or behavior. Yeah. Any living soul that, take all that down, please. that by nature, or a soul that has been improperly influenced while in this physical body, while in this physical world, that embodies and executes the essence of the devil, tempting and taunting another or others to fall into or to the spirit of destruction, malice, or just overall undoing, is the devil. That's who the devil is. So, back to those three questions. Who is the devil? We've identified this can be anybody, any individual in humanity that is prone by nature or predisposed or improperly influenced by the experiences in this world to do what? To execute what's the words I use? To execute the essence of the devil, which is what? Destruction. If you frequent a Christian, Baptist, Catholic church, whatever the case may be, you may have heard that the devil, it comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But how does he do it? The devil is into details. Anywho, so what are the details surrounding you and your life that has led you from being at peace? How? I'm jumping the gun. I'm going to back up and read. The truth of the matter is you nor I can do much of anything about another that embodies the destructive essence of that old devil. But we can come to understand, lend me your ear, y'all, lend me ear. We can come to understand the details that the devil and all his minions use to compel us into undoing of self and others. And with that knowledge, I'm almost done, y'all, very short. With that knowledge, move to defend ourselves from the predatory, demonic nature of the ancient entity called the devil. Now I'm going to take a break. I only got 2 more pages, y'all. I told you I was going to rush through. I just wanted to share this so we are aware how the devil works and his tactics. With that being said, I've added some cards to this live stream, all about the energy or the entity of the devil to this live stream. I think one is called the Devil's Playground. The other is Defense Against the Devil. And another one is like the Illuminati, where the words mirror each other. Devil lived. I know there are at least 3 videos here attached to this live stream. I asked you to go check out if you're interested in learning any additional information about the devil and how he plays humanity into doing what? Walking down a path of destruction until death. We have so far identified that the devil uses our emotions, because the devil is almost as old as time. And he is aware that humans are, I'll say, predisposed to being played like puppets through their emotions. It doesn't matter which emotion it is. Every single emotion, how you feel, relative or in response to a circumstance or situation or person, leads to a person performing an action, and he knows that. So if you're angry, it's a probability that you might do something pretty aggressive. If you're happy, there's a probability that you probably do something more nice or cheerful. It's a corresponding physical action to how one feels. The devil knows that. The devil also knows that we have an ego, another spirit that resides within us. And that ego is prone to narcissism. It is about its own survival and its own fabulous self-expression. The devil knows. Did you know that that's how the devil, that ancient old spiritual energy, is able to successfully tap into a person? Have you ever wondered what's wrong with people now? Mm. Well, this is how the devil taps in. As I shared, there are other videos carded to this live stream, in which I go into additional details about how the devil plays us in humanity. What else? What other ways that we discovered that the devil um, is able to, we'll say, attack a person or his minions, soldiers, other people, is through constantly searching and looking for answers to certain things that have already been given, such as what? Peace. Certain things. There are certain things that were given. Not, a couple other examples of givens is life and death. But yet we search for answers associated with such things that are hello, how are you? I'm going to have to call you out because y'all have some very unique names and I'm a little reading deficient. So welcome here to Ken Angel's Fly Tarot. I've been talking about the devil and how he's into details, and we've identified the types of ways the devil get at people. Again, it's those details. And we talked about how the emotions are a key avenue to the devil working us who every individual in humanity that he can get to. He also deals with our natural urges and desires and passions. I mean, even the basic ones, yes, like hunger and thirst. He plays with that. He plays with hot and cold, yes, and wet and dry. Those kind of things. Have you ever been in a climate where it's so hot that you're praying for it to cool down? Have you ever? Or have you ever been so cold that you be praying to get in a warm space? See, the devil uses our human condition. That's what I'm trying to share. He uses our human condition in order to do spiritual battle with us. And what am I saying here in this live stream? It is well for humans, people in humanity, me and you, to be aware of what tactics he uses so that we can do what? Defend ourselves. So that's where we are. So we move to defend ourselves so we can move to defend ourselves from the predatory nature, demonic nature of the ancient entity called the devil. So I'm going to stop, go over here and read the chat. And at this time, because I'm coming to the closing of this live stream, I did another live stream under an hour. Yay to me. I will be accepting any burning questions you may have, and I will answer with a one-card answer. So let me see what Tina says. The devil is the shadow side of your personality. Thank you. See, Tina riding the same wave with me, clearly understanding. Thank you for sharing. That you unconsciously refuse to acknowledge. And that shows itself in your life to teach you wisdom. That's just one idea of mine. And I agree. So I'm going to read it again. Because you offer an excellent insert. And it says, I'll say, not just an insert, a summary of what this live stream is all about. Thank you, Tina. And I reiterate, Tina says, the devil is the shadow side of your personality that you unconsciously refuse to acknowledge, that shows itself in your life to teach you wisdom. And as she says, that's just one idea of hers. So, the floor is always open for you to share more because she ran away. So, let's move forward. It says, so what is the best way to defend yourself from the devil? Have any of you ever even thought about the devil being a real entity, a real spirit, or maybe it makes more sense to say a real life energy that is almost as old as time and is still moving? And people are susceptible to the demonic or the devil's energy, mhm, and will perpetuate the doctrine, I'll say, the teachings, the behavior of the devil. Mhm. And they will torture and torment others, whole pathway of destruction, even unto death. Mhm. Okay. So, what's the best way to defend yourself against the devil and all his many, many, many minions? Minions? Yeah, them. Well, one, it depends on the intricate details of your life. What are the intricate details I'm talking about? I'm talking about who are you associating with? Are they vibrating high, low? Are they in a good mood today, bad mood tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? It's very, very, very intricate. If you look around and you really pay attention to your association and interaction with others, who others, of course, first those in your immediate circle, and then even further out into the world, how you interact and engage with another. Sometimes we miss it when somebody pushes our buttons. Are they playing the devil's advocate, you know? Or somebody, have y'all ever heard the story where somebody get a nice fresh new pair of gym shoes, Jordans or whatever, and somebody make a mistake and step on them? The person that owns the Jordans becomes hostile and will kill another person. Intricate details. Show you how intricate that scenario is. Those shoes, oh, they go way back. But those shoes, we know the connection. They hot, they hype, they trendy, you know? And the person loves those shoes more than life itself. And the ego will defend itself in its moment of glory. The devil is into details. The person mistakenly steps on another person's shoe. Something that simple, something that natural, that human. That's all it takes. The devil is into details. But I'm gonna move on. So, by the way, hell yeah, LL stepped on my new shoes and I will become the devil. See, see, see. And I know basically you joking, but there are a lot of people out here that are not joking, and it is proven by their actions. We often ask now, what's wrong with people? The devil is into details. Call forward the angels and spirit guides. Call them forward. Hi, Kiki. How are you? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Well, let's go on so I can answer some burning questions. So, of course, it depends on the intricate details associated with your individualized lives, as well as all the intricate details to everyone else's life of those outside of you. And coming to overstand, this is another thing. You have to come to overstand. I don't use that term often. Not just understand, honey. Overstand. You need a whole 360 on this. What it means to be human. Mm-hmm. You got to understand. Just understand. Mm-hmm. You need a whole 360 stand of what it means to be human. With that being said, what do I mean? Well, to be human suggests that you are susceptible to the influences. You are susceptible to influences as the result of being in the human condition. Understand what it means to be human. To be human suggests that you, me, and every individual in humanity is under a particular condition, a particular state, a particular set of rules. We suffer from hunger and thirst, and they will be satisfied. If they won't, then guess what? You can say the devil is playing with you. The devil is into details. Anyway, and last but not least, come to know yourself. Why is it important to come to know yourself? It is so that you can understand your weaknesses as what? A human, as an individual. You are less susceptible to the devil's tricks due to the human condition. So you should know yourself so that you can do what? Stand against his tricks and his vices. Because what? The devil is in the details. If you understand what I'm talking about, you halfway there. Anyway, I'm gonna go back because I'm following this up. So you can stand clear of the vices, the tricks, and the vices that torment your being and therefore your soul, separating you from what were we talking about earlier? Your relationship with eternal peace. Peace has been, is, and will always be. Peace is eternal. You have to tap into it. And you can only do so by putting up a fight against the devil and his tricks. So, I want to tell you a little bit about me. Understand. Yep. Tell you a little bit about me and how I've come to understand my weaknesses. Just a few, just to share, to make sure we're on the same page. I don't play the dozens. Period. Do y'all might be young. Do y'all know what the dozens is? That's where you talk about my mama and I talk about yours. I don't play the dozens. The devil is into details. Next. I don't intentionally get into any love triangulations. But if I do find myself in one, I will exit. Stage left. What's the left? Yeah. Stage left. Or right. Whichever's closest. Devil is into details. What am I saying? Playing the dozens. I'm talking about your mama, you talking about me. Devil in details. Somebody's ego or pride or whatever can get hurt. And then it can get bloody. See, the devil's into details. You start playing and joking, and it can go so much further. Or love triangulations. You know, you're in a relationship with another, and a third party comes, and we know what can happen then, right? See, it can get real bloody. So I don't do that. I exit stage left or right, whichever the closest, because the devil's in the details, and I understand the game. Another thing. Oh yeah. For me, as I was talking about the gym shoes earlier, and I'm not quick to partake in like the next hot trending thing, whether it's clothes or drugs or whatever the case may be. Because the one thing I've come to learn in my 48 years is that the devil is into details. I just want to offer you a movie right now to show how the devil is into details. And I just thought about it. It was a movie called Ray Charles with Jamie Foxx playing Ray. In the movie, Ray had another woman. That other woman knew that man was married, but she went ahead and, kicked it with him. She in love. In the course of the movie, you find out she becomes a heroin addict just like Ray Charles. Devil's into details. Watch the movie. Anyway, nevertheless, I am human and therefore susceptible by the human condition to be angled on the path of destruction. Nevertheless, don't give up the fight. I'm not. And remember this, that the devil has always been into details. So, tend to the details of your life so you can do what? Get back to eternal peace. All right, y'all. That was the end of the live stream. Under 40 minutes. I did it. Any burning questions that you'd like me to answer before I end this live stream? I have my tarot cards readily available for you. 1 minute left. I'm counting down because it's dinner time, y'all. And the devil's in the details. So I don't want to hurt nobody about eating my food. Well, since there are no questions, I'm going to move to exit this live stream. I thank you all for stopping by. You enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye. Peace. I'm out of here. Say love all these videos. Thank you, Dodge.